Hey guys, I want to make a video today talking about my vegan story and why I chose to go vegan and how I've helped others and how I could possibly help you. I have some tips and tricks I want to share with you guys, so let's get on into it. Okay, so back in high school, July 4th, 2007, so I was just turned 17, I was going into my senior year of high school, and one of my friends was a vegetarian, and she introduced me, she was the first one to ever introduce me really to vegetarianism, and she got me to watch a couple PETA videos, and after that, I was done. I was done eating meat, cold turkey, no pun intended, I was done. I stayed vegetarian for a while. I was quite heavy to begin with. I'm 5'7", and when I went vegetarian, I was probably like 180. I was like pretty chunky, 185. I wasn't really into it for the health reasons. I was doing it more for the animals. Actually, only for the animals is the only reason I was doing it. So I was eating a ton of cheese, and pizza, and eggs, and milk, and oh god, it was gross. I was eating so many dairy products and just so unhealthy, so many processed foods and candy. I blew up to about 235 pounds, was the heaviest that I ever got. Again, 5'7", still a lot of weight for me to be carrying on my body. So I was getting a little fed up with it, and I was trying to look for ways for me to lose weight, obviously, and I was calorie restricting and like just destroying my metabolism. And then I started learning more about veganism and educating myself about it more. So I eventually went vegan. January 2013 is when I went vegan, and my mom went vegan along with me because I eventually got my mom to go vegetarian like 7 months prior, so she wanted to go vegan with me because I had been telling her all the things that I had been learning, so she was pretty interested in it. Which is actually pretty funny because as a child I was always raised to have immense respect and love for animals. Even cows and pigs and chickens, we still love them. And it was just insane to me, you know, obviously, I have 2 dogs, why are we loving these dogs? And as much as we love these pigs, but we eat these pigs, but we don't eat these dogs. It didn't make any sense, and once I finally explained it to her that way, it kind of clicked in her head, like she got it. So, yeah, I had no problem, you know, after that, helping her out. And eventually, I lost a ton of weight. I don't like to exercise. I'm self-admitted, I am probably the laziest person in the world. But I managed to lose about 60 pounds strictly from eating better. And eating better still wasn't exactly great. I was still eating a lot of processed foods. I was eating anything that was vegan. I wasn't too strict about it. I mean, I was still eating like junk food and like vegan ice cream and all this vegan cheese and like just crazy with the alternatives. I still wasn't exactly health conscious yet. After going vegan, my mom dropped like 30 pounds. She had a lot of problems with her health, with her cholesterol was really high, her blood pressure was really high, she was having a lot of problems with her depression, and she just overall just felt lethargic and didn't feel that great. But after going vegan for probably about 6, 7, 8 months, everything just completely reversed itself. She's not on any medication anymore. Her cholesterol dropped, her blood pressure dropped, her overall mood and well-being is just so much better. Even her doctors were like amazed that she doesn't have to take anything anymore, all because she changed up her diet. And then I started spending more time on YouTube and Tumblr, and I started to become more educated about the high carb lifestyle, and that's when I got introduced to a book, The China Study, the most comprehensive study of nutrition that's ever been done. This is very science-based, and it's really helpful, especially for men, because I know a lot of men are more into like statistics and numbers and reasoning and logic, so this can be pretty helpful in understanding the nutrition behind it, the science behind it, why veganism is the best diet for humans. After starting the high carb lifestyle, that was probably about 2 months ago of me taking it seriously. I feel so much better. My skin is so much clearer. I've always had a problem with acne. Even after I went vegan, I feel like all the processed junk that I was putting in my body wasn't really helping anything. So yeah, that was my vegan story. I have a couple tips and tricks for you though, if you are thinking about going vegan or if you're having a hard time with your veganism. I have 4 basic tips to help you out in that. Tip number 1, clear out all the crap from your house that's not vegan approved. You don't want it around you, because any point comes, you're gonna want it and you're gonna eat it and then you're gonna feel bad about it. Or you're just gonna get sucked back up into your bad habits, and that's not what we want. We want you to gear towards good habits. So clear out everything in your fridge and go shopping. Clear out everything and replace everything with vegan-friendly and healthier alternatives. That takes us to tip number 2. When you go shopping, look for some of your favorite fruits and vegetables and just stock up on them. There are so many options out there that there's no reason that you wouldn't be able to find at least a couple of things that you really, really like. So just stock up on them. And don't be afraid to experiment either. There's tons of crazy fruit out there that I've never tried and I really want to. I would love to try durian or jackfruit or any of those. I can't find them around here, but if I ever got the chance to, I totally would. That's just the thing, is you have to experiment with things and see how different tastes mesh with each other to make this lifestyle work for you. Tip number 3. Educate yourself on the different types of veganism that are out there and see which one works for you. This whole lifestyle is about abundance and listening to your body. And that's what this step's about, is listening to your body. There are so many different types of veganism out there. There's just plain old vegan, there's raw vegan, raw till 4 vegan, starch solution, raw till whenever. There's so many. Just try them out, see which ones work for you, and again, just listen to your body. And that brings us to tip number 4. Do not calorie restrict. This kind of ties into tip number 3 with listening to your body, because you should never be left hungry on this lifestyle. This lifestyle is about abundance, and you are able to eat as many fruits and vegetables as you want, but that also has to include enough fruits and vegetables. The reason a lot of people don't succeed on a vegan lifestyle is because they say that they're always hungry. And that's because they're not eating enough. You can't eat 2 bananas for breakfast, an orange for lunch, and like a bowl of pasta for dinner and expect to be full and satisfied and left with enough energy for the day. Of course you're going to be wanting to crave cheese and eggs and meat because they are calorically dense. They are what you know are going to fill you up and make you feel better. But in the long run, they're not going to make you feel better. So just make sure you eat enough. That's why I recommend using Chronometer online. It's a free tracking website to make sure that you know you're getting enough to eat. Plus, it can prove to you that you're getting enough protein and all the other types of vitamins and minerals that you need for your body to run properly. I recommend using that in the beginning just to make sure that you're eating enough, not to make sure that you're eating less. I recommend that you eat about 2,000 calories a day for somebody who's not active. So obviously, if you're pretty active, depending on your activity level, I recommend you eat more and more, depending on how much you do. I don't really do any, so I usually eat like 18 to 2,200 calories a day. And I've been feeling loads and loads better ever since I started eating better. I knew that I was kind of hungry all the time because I was used to having to restrict my calories because I was always desperately trying to lose weight, and that obviously never worked for me. Make sure you eat enough. So yeah, I originally went vegan for the ethical aspects, and to this day, that's my #1 driving force, is I do it for the animals. I do it so that because of me being on this earth, an animal doesn't have to die to feed me. That's why I do it. And everything else came afterwards, and they're still very important too. It's just that #1 for me is for those poor babies, those poor animals that suffer every day because of choices that people make. Alright guys, thanks for watching my vegan story video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope some of my tips do work out for you. I know that they really helped me in the beginning. I have a couple YouTubers that are some of my favorite that can also help you out. I will link those down below. If you have any more questions, just leave some comments. Like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!